Hi, everyone, and welcome to another Sunday tier list. Now, this is something I said I would do every Sunday. Instead of like having gameplay content, I would make a Hearthstone related tier list. 2 weeks ago, I made a tier list containing all the Hearthstone expansions from Nexramas till the most recent one, March of the Lich King. Last week, I made a colossal tier list, and this week, I am going to make a tier list of all the classes. Now, I'm not going to make it in order of how strong I think they are in the recent meta or how good I think they are overall. It's just a tier list based on how much I enjoy playing each class. So it's very personal, like just how I feel about playing every class, like not just now but in general, like since I started playing in 2016, which have been my favorite classes, which are the ones I usually don't play as much. So you're probably gonna disagree with me on a lot of my takes today, and that's okay. Just let me know in the comments what your favorite classes are and which are the classes you really don't like playing, because I think a lot of people are gonna have different opinions on this. So just let's get started now. Here you see all the classes we have at the moment. It's 11 classes if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And we're starting off with Priest. Now, this is a bit of a controversial one because I feel like a lot of people are always complaining about Priest. They don't like playing it, but every time I make a Priest video, it's like super popular. So I think maybe a lot of people secretly like Priest, but I'm not one of these people. I'm sorry, guys. I really don't enjoy playing Priest. I don't enjoy playing against it that much either. So for me, Priest is probably the lowest tier. It's a D tier for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I offended anyone there, but that's just how I feel. Okay, next is the Death Knight class. Now, this is the most recent class to add it to the game last expansion. At the moment, it's mega strong and really annoying to play against. And personally, I did enjoy playing the Unholy archetype, but I'm not a big fan of the Frost or the Blood because I'm just not really a control player in general. So I would give this a C at the moment because like 2 out of the 3 archetypes that are viable are not really my kind of style right now, and we don't really have enough cards for the class yet to discover other archetypes, I think. So for me, it's going into the C category for now. Okay, then we have a warrior. Well, warrior is typically also kind of a control class, right? At the moment, we also have enrage warrior, which I also don't really enjoy playing, but I definitely do not enjoy playing control warrior. I do not enjoy playing against it. I don't think I've ever like been a warrior main at any point since 2016 when I started playing. But I'm not sure I dislike it as much as I dislike priest, but it's like kind of close. So I'm not sure if I should give it a C or a D, but maybe a C just because I don't think it's that bad at the moment. Also, it doesn't see play, so maybe that's why. Okay, then Warlock. I've been a big enjoyer of Zoolock a few years ago when I started playing. I also really loved the Mechatoon Warlock deck from a few years ago. At the moment, I don't really play it much, but I still have some hope for like Zoo or something to come back. Like, not really the Implock. That's something I don't really enjoy as much, but I think I think we can give this a B for me personally. Warlock B. I know a lot of people also enjoyed playing Handlock and Jiraxa stuff a few years ago, so I hope people will agree with my B tier here. Then we have Demon Hunter. Like, I'm not really sure about Demon Hunter either because it had some really fun archetypes for me, but also some really frustrating ones, including like the OTK stuff, the quest stuff they used to do. The quest got nerfed now, so it's not really seeing play in standard at the moment. But I do enjoy playing Relic Demon Hunter. I enjoyed playing the aggro versions of Demon Hunter as well. So I think for me, Demon Hunter is either a B or maybe even an A. Because, like, if I think about it, I think I kind of enjoy playing it more than any of the other classes we've seen so far. So let's give this an A tier. Okay. So next up we have Mage. Mage has been my favorite class since the beginning of when I started playing. I really enjoyed playing like the tempo mage stuff with the worm on one and all the spells. I liked the deck with Alunet as well a few years ago. I liked playing big spell mage recently. Pink mage is okay. I don't really dislike it. The only thing I really disliked was the Muzaki mage, and like I didn't really play any mage during that time, and also was not happy to face it. But overall, I think I would still say it's my favorite class, even though I'm not playing it much lately. But for me, the mage is going to S tier. Just every time I think about playing mage decks, it still makes me feel really excited and want to play mage again. So I'm hoping for like more support in the next sets to change mage a little bit away from the pink stuff. Okay, next up is Druid. It's a bit of a tricky one, this, because I don't hate it. I don't really love it as much either. There's like some archetypes I really enjoyed, like the token druid and like stuff with the dragons. Maybe even Prestor was okay. I liked playing the big druid and the quest druid from a few years ago. Is there anything I really hate? Well, I don't really like the ramp stuff that druid can do at the moment. Like I think it's a little bit too much, but I think druid overall can go to A tier for me. I think I liked it like throughout my Hearthstone career. I'd say since 2K16, I think I've enjoyed playing druid more often than not. So let's go to A tier for it. Then Hunter. I am a big Hunter fan, guys. I loved playing the Face Hunter. I love playing the mid-rangey Hunter that we used to have a few years ago. I really like Death Rattle Hunter as well, and Secret Hunter. All very great archetypes. The only thing I didn't really enjoy playing as much recently is the Beast Hunter that has been around, and it seems to have been the only viable hunter archetype for a while now. Oh no, sorry, there was also Quest Hunter, but we don't talk about that. I really hated that deck. But besides the Quest Hunter, I think Hunter is definitely one of my favorite classes, and I'm just really hoping for some more support in the next few sets so that we can get a good Face Hunter again or a mid-rangey type of Beast Hunter. So let's put Hunter up there in the S tier for me. I wonder if people agree with me on that one. Probably gonna be some mixed feelings, but for me, Hunter is really good. Shaman then, also one of the better classes, I think. I've really enjoyed playing the Evolved Shaman lately. I used to play a lot of like Murloc Shaman stuff as well, and even some Shudderwock a few years ago. I did enjoy that, and of course the Galakrond Shaman, which was very very strong. Is it S tier for me? Probably not, but I think it's a solid A tier at least. So okay, Shaman up there with the good classes. Then we have Paladin and Rogue left. Let's start with the Paladin. I feel like I have played some Paladin, Murloc Paladin, mid-rangey Paladin a few years ago with the Sunkeeper Taurim was a really cool deck to play. But then we had Libram Paladin, was a bit boring, I think, for me. The Shirvala Paladin as well. I didn't really enjoy it that much. At the moment, there's Pure Paladin and Dragon Paladin, which I really love. But overall, I feel like the class sometimes gets a bit boring and not as spicy as it could be. So I think Paladin for me goes to B. I enjoy it now, but in the past, I think more often than not, I found it a bit boring or stale. So Paladin a bit in the middle. Then Rogue. I'm sorry guys. I really hate Rogue. I don't like it. I sometimes I enjoy playing it, but it's so frustrating to play against it. And Rogue has been super strong for the past, I don't know, 1-2 years. Like I feel like it's always OP, and I don't enjoy playing what everyone else is playing because I don't really like playing mirrors all the time. And whenever Rogue is really strong, I feel like everyone is playing it. We've seen like Miracle Rogue recently, we've seen the Thief Rogue for over a year now. And even in the past, I feel like the Rogue archetypes haven't ever really been my thing, especially also the Quest Rogue that was super strong a few years ago. Um, yeah, I think Rogue is just not really my class. I don't hate it really as much as I hate Priest. I'm sorry. But Rogue is going to C tier for me. And this this is my tier list of the classes and how much I enjoy them. That doesn't mean you have to agree with me, but for me, S tier I think is Mage and Hunter. D tier, sorry, it's Priest, and everything else like a bit in the middle. Well, that was the tier list for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know what you think, if you agree or disagree. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye, everyone.